Me and you, buddy, we are on the Saturday. You eating your food like a good Maxi boy. Hope everybody's doing well who is opting here right now. Hope you're all having a good day. Only going to do this live for just an hour though today. Got just a lot of stuff still to do. So we're just going to be on for an hour today, not two. I don't know, buddy, eat your food. Hello there, Phil. Hope you're doing well. Hello there, Catitude. Catitude, I saw the long list of comments back and forth between yourself, Lewis, and Maya, and I know you talked about a wrench, so you got yourself a wrencho. Hello there, Connie. Hello there, Debbie. Hope you're doing well. Hello there, Tranquil. Yeah, Connie, hopefully there will be no issues with that cat toy. It might take a little bit of time to get up to Canada up there with you. And hopefully on your end, you won't get charged anything. You shouldn't, as far as I know. I was kind of surprised that was the case. Hello there, George. How you doing? As you all can see here, Mr. Maximus is finishing up his 8 o'clock, or his 8 o'clock, what am I saying? His 2 o'clock snack here. I do have a little bit of news on Maximus. I'm going to wait just a few more minutes, see if a few more people, like regulars, pop in here over the next couple minutes, and then I'll kind of discuss what's going on with Max. I got updates with Max. I got some updates with Rosemary, and I have updates with Zelda. Everybody else, the other 6, Kit, Yoda, Tang, Tiny, the baby, and Pandora, they're all more or less, they're good. Phil, what is the timer? Not sure what the timer is, Phil. Not sure what that means. All right, Maxie. I know. Got a few more little pieces there, buddy. A few more little pieces. Hello there, Sherry. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us on this Saturday/Catterday. It looks like there's around 40 people here at the moment. If you happen to be new, hello and welcome. Oh, I'm out of here. You gave me my food and it's time for me to go. Max, come on. You're like, nope, I'm done. Now I'm just going to stare at the door and Yoda's going to meow at the other side because he knows it is the time for his laser toy craziness. Yoda. 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 Hello there, Jennifer. Hello there, Roz. Yoda. Poor Yoda, you're losing your ever-loving mind. Hello there, Bruce. Hope you're doing well. YouTube's always wonky to me, Phil. All right, since I got more of the regular folks who always join these live streams, as far as Max goes, he has been, I'm going to get a little closer. He has been tossing his cookies. He's been throwing up again recently. Let's say over the last maybe 7 to 10 days or so. So we took him to the vet yesterday. And overall, he thinks he's doing well. Like, he looks good. His physical exam went fine. They did recommend, though, just to be on the safe side, some blood work that might show if he has some kind of pancreatitis starting to flare up again, because he does have a history of chronic pancreatitis. So we're thinking maybe that's just starting to flare up. Maybe he's starting to feel a little bit of the stress that we're feeling getting this house ready to be sold and ready to put on the market. We're going to be on the market now in less than 2 weeks. So we also were given some anti-nausea. He's like, Yoda, be quiet. You're going to see me in a second. Um, Also given some anti-nausea medication, just in case, as well. Um, so that's kind of the deal with Max. He did throw up this morning. It's weird though. It's kind of like this is concerning, but it's kind of like how it was before. He would only throw up between like 3 and 7 o'clock. He wouldn't throw up in the morning, 3 and 7 o'clock in the morning. Any other time of the day, he would keep it in. So, like all of these kitties seem to be, he's a bit of a mystery. But his eye is good, as you can see. His eyes are clear. He's got a little bit of dried gunk in that one eye. But he's like, hello, human beings. Catitude, that is a great question. Have we picked out a place that we'll be moving to yet? Catitude, our preference is still to stay in North Carolina, just to go down to the coastal Wilmington area. We're actually going to go down to South Carolina here on Monday. It's just a couple hour drive, and we're going to check a little bit of like Myrtle Beach, Conway area. Those who might be familiar with those areas, we're going to look into that area as another potential. And Florida is still a possibility, but right now, Florida, because we'd rather buy than rent. And homes are cheaper here out in this area than in other areas. Oh, Roz, I appreciate there. Thank you for gifting somebody a membership there, Roz. And Liam Jones, I think the Liam Roz was on our live streams on Tuesday. They were new, so hopefully they will appreciate that, and we might see them in the live streams in the future. So thank you. Oh yeah, so um, we're Disney fans, somewhat like old time Disney fans. So we do have it's a good eye there, George. Lady and the Tramp. The Lion King movies, 101 Dalmatians. We have some Japanese animated movies, The Shawshank Redemption. There's probably about maybe 100 movies in there or so. Hi. All right. Well, anyways, I'm gonna let Max out here, and we're gonna go play with Yoda for a little bit. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. I still have some information about Rosemary, which I'm going to get to when we see Rosemary. Now, my wife is attempting to take a nap, so I will let her be. I might go in there for a moment, but I do have to talk about Zelda, though, as well. I do have a lot of information on Zelda here um, that I'm going to get to in a second. Hello there, GT. I'm just going to call you GT because I don't want to screw up that name, but hello. Hope you're doing well. Yoda. All right. All right, Maxie. Come on, buddy. You're off to the races. Hi, Yoda. Are you all quiet now? Are you calm? All right, Yoda. Let's get your toy. Let's go quickly visit Tang. See, even when this room isn't closed, Tang is still over here. Hey, buddy. We're also, I wanted to say, I said this earlier in the beginning, we're only going to do this for an hour because I have a lot to do still, or at least it feels like a lot. So I'm going to just cut this for an hour. It's not going to be 2 hours today. All right, Yoda. Come on, let's get your toy. I guess, Max, you're getting some extra food. Come on, goofball. George, I don't have a 16-bit Atari, but I do have the old Atari 32 1600. I used to have a Sega Genesis at one point in time, and an old Nintendo system. It's been a while though. But yeah, I still got games like Pac-Man, Pong, Superman, Space Invaders, Missile Command, to name a few. Connie, absolutely, you are welcome. Like I said, I hope it gets to Canada with no issues, and hopefully Misty and the others will enjoy it. Hello there, Linda. How you doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's kitties are doing well. If not, let us know in the community how your cats are doing. Hello there, Miriam. Roz, Luna will be 4 on Monday. Well, happy pre-birthday there, Luna. I hope she has a good birthday. Do you have anything that you do, Roz, for like cat birthdays? I know some people like kind of go all out and bake like little cakes or make like little, like little snacks or something when their kitties have birthdays. I got to be honest with you, we don't really do that. Yes, good girl, Tine Tine. You need to show your brother, Tiny. You need to scratch the scratching posts and not the carpet. I'm not talking about you, Yoda. You're good. You get your smiley face on again. You'll have a day of spoiling her. Bought her a cat bed to pull on the lower part of the French window doors. Okay, awesome. We're going to go outside here in a moment. I'm sure Yoda's going to not be happy about that. You know what's weird? One of the things I did a couple days ago with just getting this house ready for the market is I put some DW40s on all of the doors because a lot of our doors squeak. They don't squeak anymore, but now they're closing on their own. So it's like, I don't know, the ghosts have been exorcised in one way, but now they're still here though because they're closing the doors on us. Come here, Yoda. Come on, let's go down the stairs. Go down our very fancy looking sheets. Come on, guys, let's go outside for a little bit. Come on, baby. I know, baby. I know, baby. Come on. Come on, Kit. We'll hang outside for a little bit here. Yeah, one of the fun activities I'm going to have to do when this live stream is over is I got to start mopping our floors. They're not like terribly dirty, but they are a little dusty with all of the litter dust and stuff like that. From you, baby, especially. Hello there, Crystal Pets and Plants. How you doing? Hope you're doing well on this Saturday. If there's new people in here, a little bit more about myself and this channel. My name is Adam, aka The Giving Paws. We do have 9 kitty cats that we live with. One of the best things about this community is we donate all of our channel revenue to charity each month. So in a couple of weeks, at the end of August, we will be making our donations for the month of July because we're always a month behind. And we will be sponsoring more kitties, and we will be donating to hopefully at least 3 cat rescues around the world. There'll be one in North Carolina. We will have one in, I want to say, Minnesota. And then there'll be one other, at least. Hopefully more. Hello there, Augustine. Awesome that you love cats. You got cats of your own? This is Kit, everybody, who's always wanting attention. She is a rescue. That's Tang over there, the orange menace, who chews carpets for fun. Over there, the lazy tuxedo is Yoda. Over here, another tuxedo is Tiny. This is the baby. Crystal, you have 2 kitties. Awesome. Augustine, you need more cats in your home. How many do you have in your home? Yeah, Phil, Yoda's kind of funny. So he tries to always have the best of both worlds. He likes the outside door time to an extent, but he also likes the AC still. He must have like a hot butt or something because he always has to have his head sticking out, but his butt is on the inside. Bless you, baby. Kind of zoom back out again. George, that is good advice. It really depends on the litter box. I had a coworker at one point in time make me a litter box cake. So, yes, it was literally in a litter box. I hope it was clean. It may not have been. Who knows? And we had lots of Tootsie Rolls. At least I think they were Tootsie Rolls. I know, Kit. Yoda, we'll get some more toy time here in a little bit. We will get back to this again, Yoda. Hello there, Maya. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hello there, Jose. If you are new, a big hello. Hello to anybody who might be new in addition. Feel free to say hello. I always like to try to connect to people who take the time to watch these live streams and to get to know a little bit more about these 9 cats, to get to know a little bit more about me and what this channel is all about. If you have questions, cat related or not, feel free to ask. Bruce, it's an extra large Walmart box. Tiny's got a lot of junk in her trunk over there. He's a big old kitty. Oh, Maya, as you will see also, when Catitude makes a comment again, you'll see that they have a wrench, which is awesome. Hello there, Kitty King. How you doing? Angela, hello and welcome. You have one kitty, and their name is Jupiter. Awesome. What kind of kitty is Jupiter? Jupiter sounds like like a fluffy kitty for some reason. I'm imagining a fluffy cat. In case anybody's wondering, this is not a vape pen or anything. I don't vape, I don't smoke. This is just a laser toy. Kind of looks like a vape though, a little bit. Also, to some of the regulars who might have popped on here just recently, Max has been throwing up, so he went to the vet yesterday, and they did some blood work, and we were waiting on blood work. Monday or Tuesday, we'll get the results. We're suspecting he might be, because he's throwing up, he might have a little bit of a flare-up going on again with his pancreas, maybe. So it's just something we're going to have to keep an eye on. It could be stress also with what's going on as well. Hello there, Jesse. How you doing? Yoda. Hi. I know. Is this your toy? I also have some news about Zelda that I might as well share now because y'all are probably not going to see Zelda today. I have a feeling she is under the bed. Um, if not, my wife is sleeping up in our room and I don't want to bother her and she doesn't like to be on camera. So I will talk about Zelda here. So, yep, Jesse, Tiny is getting shipped to the fat camp. We need to get her to lose some weight, so she is going to the fat camp. Hello there, chess player. Greetings from Greece. Awesome. How you doing out there in Greece? How is life going? How are the cats out in Greece? Is there like a pretty big like cat population in Greece? Bruce, yesterday you went and you put flowers on your dad's grave. Can't believe it's been 41 years. Wow, Bruce. Obviously my condolences there with your father. That is definitely a long time. You know, time does fly by in a way, doesn't it? Sometimes, you know, in a blink of an eye, right? Hello there, Diddy. I'm sorry that you're in jail. I guess they're giving you good internet access though in jail, and you're on a cat live stream, so you can't really ask for more, can you? Hello there, Peppy. I'm sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly, but hello from Indonesia. I hope you're doing well. Hello there, Rosemary. I'm not sure if I saw you earlier or not, Rosemary, but hello, Rosemary. Chess player. Their majority is homeless. You do not have kitties, but you are a shepherd. Okay. I wonder if Greece then, chess player, is a little bit like Turkey, because are those two countries, do they border each other? I want to say, I think. Or are they very close to each other? I know Turkey's got like a big population issue as well. Ooh, 1 a.m. in Indonesia. Oh, you need to get some sleep then. So, anyways, let me talk about Zelda. Those who do not know, as Tang and Tiny have a moment here, let's just kind of watch this for a moment. Now, typically, Tiny runs from Tang. These two are siblings, brother and sister. Sometimes Tiny or Tang here, the orange tabby, is a bit of a punk or jerk to Tiny, and sometimes she runs and sometimes she stands up for herself. So let me zoom in just a little bit, kind of give you all a better visual. I'm glad that Tiny's kind of looking defensive, but she's hopefully standing up to her brother. Now, if this gets to be too bad, what's going to happen? Kit over here, she is watching, and she's kind of the enforcer of the bunch. So she will put Tang in his place. No, she doesn't look happy, does she? She's like, you know, she's got that look. All right, so as they're doing their silly nonsense, I'm going to talk about Zelda. Those of you who are regular and know about this channel and all these kitties, Zelda is our 20-year-old, almost 21-year-old now, diabetic cat who also has kidney issues. Zelda recently went to the vet because Zelda is not pooping as regularly as she once had. She used to poop pretty much daily. Now she's pooping about once a week or so. Not once a week, I'm sorry. About once every 2 or 3 days or so. Yep, see now Kit's down. See, I told you, Kit's like she's gonna keep an eye. She's eyeballing Tang now. This is exactly what happened. See, watch. Now, like Tang here is like, oh no, Tiny's over here. Hello there, Curtis. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, now we got like a trio thing going on here. Is Raymond in? Hey, Raymond, how you doing? How you doing, Raymond? Nice to see you, Raymond. Yeah, now we got like a Mexican standoff. Tang's gonna be smart, and he's gonna tuck his tail in between his legs, and he's gonna walk slowly away because Kit will put him in his place, no doubt. All right, now we're good. We'll see if the numbers drop. Yep, it's funny because the numbers I think got up to like 80. Nope, see here, yep. I figured that was gonna happen. I think you caught maybe just the end of that. Hello there, Tony. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. Now, now Tang has got kind of like the stink face on his face. He's like, "What are you doing, Kit?" All right, so now we got this standoff going on, and look at Tiny. She's like, "Ha ha." All right, so let me talk about Zelda here real quickly. So, like I was saying, Zelda is having some issues pooping. So, our vet wants us to start giving. She's on a medication called Cisapride, which those of who don't know, Cisapride is a medicine that kind of will help a cat get it'll kind of help with their gut motility. So, in other words, if they're having issues going to the bathrooms or their intestines are kind of a little dried up or kind of a little older, it'll kind of help get through their system a little bit better. Let me pull back again. So, she's on that. We also found out that, and some of these things we already know about and we can't do anything about. Other things we don't, but we can't do anything about either. One, Zelda has an enlarged heart. She has a heart murmur as well. Nothing we can really do about the enlarged heart. Number two, Zelda has her right kidney is barely functioning. It's still functioning, but it's functioning only at about 10% or so. So it's we're going into kidney failure with that kidney. Her other kidney is perfectly healthy. Number three, what was the other things? She apparently her spleen is becoming mineralized, and it's due to her diabetes. So there's literally like mineral deposits starting to form like in the tissues of her spleen. Not really anything can be done about that. So that's another thing. And then the last thing is there is a mass that hers I think it was like in her bladder area. They don't know what it is, and at this point in time, because of her age and condition, they're not recommending us to do anything, and we agree with that as well, that there's nothing we can do for her as far as that goes. I mean, she's 20 plus. This mass could just be something benign, or it could be some sort of tumor. But right now, we're just at the age where we're just kind of let her just kind of be. I mean, as long as our thing is as long as she is healthy. I don't mean healthy, I'm sorry. As long as her quality of life is still good, which it is, because she still wants to eat, she still likes attention, she still comes up to get attention, she still plays on occasion, she is still acting like her normal Zelda self. So she's still having more good days than bad days. And as long as we keep it like that, then we will keep on rolling with her in this thing called life. Now, once either she stops eating or doesn't want to eat, then we'll have to make a decision, of course. But hopefully that won't be anytime soon. Catitude. Oh, bye, Connie. I hope you have a good time, Connie, with your friends. And it was nice visiting you. I'm glad to see you on the live streams, Connie. Take care. Catitude. Have you ever tried pumpkin? Yes, I have tried pumpkin. She's on pumpkin every day. We give her 1 cc of pumpkin in the morning. It could just be one of those things where it's just, I mean, come on now. She's like 100 years old. If she was a human, she's like 100. So it's like, it's just one of those things. Also wanted to say hello to Miranda. I think you might be new to this channel. I don't recognize the name, so hello and welcome. She can just relax at home. That's amazing how old she is. Yeah, Miranda, that's our thinking as well. Of course, I appreciate all the prayers. I will let you all know. I will keep you all posted, of course, as far as Zelda goes. And I might make another video of her soon anyways. So y'all can kind of get to know a little bit more about Zelda, or something like that. Miranda, she's doing a great job with Zelda. You are new. You normally like the community posts. Okay, awesome. Well, Miranda, then you know all about what we do here. If you like the community posts, you know that we donate all of our channel money to charity, to cat rescues, and we always give awesome updates when some of these cats get adopted. Uh, Recently, Arctic Fox was the latest sponsored cat who got adopted, and then Mr. Mosby, and so that's kind of where we're at. Roz, as a community, with anything we can do to help you with Max and Zelda. Roz, I appreciate the compliment, the comment. Just praying, really, Roz. I'm never going to. I can't say never. I hope that I never want to use this channel for like these cats. I just don't feel right doing that. That's just not for me. But if it comes to it, Roz, I might set up some kind of like GoFundMe if something happens with Zelda. I did do something with Max a while ago. I did do that. I do remember saying that. But that's when Max's bills were like $3,000. So hopefully we won't do that. But I don't know. But I appreciate though. Sydney Cat, hello, hello. Hope you're doing well. Bruce, to answer your question about Pandora, she's doing well. Pandora's fine. The baby's fine. The younger kitties are fine. It's just Max, Zelda, and Rosemary. These three are having some troubles. Miranda, you've noticed that most 20-plus-year-old kitties are either calicos or torticos. I wonder if that's because they're so spicy, Miranda. A lot of calicos and tortie shells definitely got some spice in them. Get right, baby. She says, yes, it is. I'm a good girl. Alright, so what do we got? We got the baby here acting all dramatic, getting some good attention. We got Tiny in her box. We got Kit doing some grooming. We got the orange cat just hanging over there. And that's all we got at the moment. Wow, 26 years old, named Muffy. That's awesome. That is one old kitty. I hope Sydney Cat is doing well out there in the Windy City. Hello there. I don't know how to say that name, so I'm not going to try. I'm just going to call you Jay. Hello there, Jay. You know, George, at one point in time, we do have a short with Pandora in a box. And she was summoning the demons after that. It was very scary. We have some very loud, I want to say cicadas out there. Very loud. We are going to hang out here for maybe a few more minutes, and then we're going to play a little bit more with Yoda and this toy, and then we're going to go check in with Rosemary and the little information I got about Rosemary. The baby here, she is a Pika kitty. Do any of you have Pika cats? I feel like Pika is a condition that seems to be popping up more and more nowadays. Rosemary, you got a Pika kitty? Is it Dusty? Hello there, Bianca. I think this might be the first time you're in a live stream. I've seen you make some comments on the post, but hello there. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. Nice to see you. Yeah, Bianca, absolutely. I was so glad that the Arctic fox got adopted. Hopefully, she is in a forever family now, and that's why we do this is to make a difference, to make a real difference in the life of our feline friends here. Catitude, you had one. She had an obsession with plastic bags. Yeah, this is like the baby. She's like plastic bags and Yoda. I've seen it on Jackson Galaxy. Okay. Hello there. Is it? I'm gonna probably screw up your name, Adriant. Adriant. No, this is a male or female calico. Male calicos are incredibly rare. Like one or two, like out of 100 calicos are male. Bianca for sure. And I have a special place in my heart with these senior kitties as well. Because it's so much harder for senior cats to get adopted. They get looked over so much. Everybody wants the cute, adorable, little fluffy little kitten, with the big eyeballs and the little floof ball. But I mean, those little kittens, they do become adults and they eventually become seniors as well. So, and most of our cats, like we have like 9. So most of them are over the age of 10. So most of them are seniors as well. Nope. Kit, you hacking? Bianca, do you have any kitties yourself? You okay, Kit? Every so often, Kit makes like a little duck noise. And she gonna, yep, well, hey, you're on a cat channel, and you're gonna see a cat throw up a little bit. Kit, you okay? I know, we got a little bit of foam there, honey. It must have been all that excitement there that you had chasing Tang. We'll have to clean that up in a little bit. I have to look closer at it. It's hard to, there might be some hair there. Roz and Bruce. I mean, it is the summertime. It does. I don't know about your kitties, but these cats, they always tend to have a little bit more hairball issues, or always a little bit more of that kind of stuff in the summertime. Because this is, even with brushing them, this is still, peak shedding season, right? You can kind of just pull on the cat's fur, and then you have this, right? You have a little bit of hair, not a lot, but there's just a lot of extra shedding that's going on right now this time of the year. Yeah, that's the one. That's really the only pro or the only con to cats to me is the litter box situation. Hello there, Alex. Alex, thank you for the comment. And if you are new to this community, a big hello and welcome. When you're old enough to find your own house, you'll probably adopt one of these kitties. Awesome, Bianca. Hopefully you can adopt many of them. And you can become crazy like me. No, I'm kidding. Kit. I know, Kit. Kit. The shedding season make them scratch more? It might. I've never really noticed, Rosemary. I don't know. Definitely for sure. Adriant or Adriant, again, I'm sorry if I'm saying that name incorrectly. We live with 9. We live with 9. We have 6 females and 3 boys. We have all the way up to 20 plus, all the way down to 4, a set of 4-year-olds. Most of these cats are rescues or foster fills. So Bruce, you're going to be dropping by tomorrow so you can watch your mine cats. Okay. Awesome. You got 6, and all of them rescued since they were kittens. Cool. Very cool. Another thing, also I wanted to say, Adrian, if you're new here, we also donate all of our channel money to charity at the end of each month. So we have about close to 30 now cat rescues that are kind of around the world. Most of them are based in the US, but we do have some in Australia, Canada, the UK, Japan. I think I'm going to find one in Africa soon. So various cat rescue places around the world that we donate. Usually it's about, most months we were able to donate about $300 to various charities, to usually 3 or 4 or 5 charities at a time, to either help feed, help rescue, TNR programs, pretty much anything that we can do as a community is kind of what we're all about here. Hello there, Luann. I think it's Luann. It's probably not Luann. If it isn't Luann, I'm sorry. Luann? I'm bad with pronouncing names, so I will say that up front. So apologies in advance. All right, so we're going to hang out here for just another more minute or so, and then we are going to go back inside and hang out with some other cats. Luann, I'm doing fine. I hope you are as well. Uh, 18 cats. Bruce, that's a lot. I might have to go into a room for a moment and compose myself. I can just imagine all the cat food. Luann, do I have? Yes. So right now, Rosemary, who you're gonna see in a second, Luann, if you stay on this live stream for about another few minutes. Rosemary is an older kitty who has hyperthyroidism. So she is sometimes a bit of a picky, finicky eater. Yes, for sure. She is one of 3 special needs cats that we have. 3 out of these 9 cats are special needs because 2 of them are diabetic and require insulin and some other stuff, and then another one is deaf and is hyperthyroidic, and that is Rosemary. All right, kitties, come on. Come on, kit. Come on, kit. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Baby. I know. Come on, baby girl. We gotta go. Come on, Tine. Come on, bowling ball. Oh. Come on, Tine. Get that big butt moving, honey. Come on, let's go back in. Yoda. Yoda. Luan, you have a 7-year-old lynx point Siamese. She's just under 7 pounds. And she doesn't eat well in the summertime. Is it only in the summertime that takes place, Luann? Bianca, it's okay. Everybody thinks that you're crazy, but in reality, you're just weird. Well, you know what I like to say about that, Bianca, is it's the weird people or the unusual, abnormal folk that make the normal people seem normal. Kit, that's not necessary. Luann, she is just, Is that no matter what you try, Luann? What do you normally feed her? Dry food, wet food, combination? Kit, he ain't doing nothing to you. Come on, Yoda. Hi, Tang. Of course, what kind of a house would you have without having cardboard boxes, right? We got a lot of these around, but we're having to kind of start to take care of them. You free feed science, diet, dental, and from hard food, and she'll eat ions, wet foods, if savory centers. Okay. I haven't really ever been able to have any success with like the Luann, like the more expensive foods, like or even prescription foods. I mean, these cats eat either like Purina One dry food or Fancy Feast or Blue Buffalo wet food. They stick their nose up on the stuff that costs more. Kitty, awesome. Your one kitty is 90% blind and deaf, but he also plays a lot. All right, how much time do we got here? We're at 48 minutes nearly, so we got about another 10 minutes. So we're gonna end up, let's go up with Rosemary again. Now, I got to talk about these stairs. I talk about them on occasion. Especially if you are new and you're wondering like what in the world is going on here. Tang, the orange cat, who's not, I don't see him anywhere. He would tear up the sides of the carpet. So we had new carpet put down because we're trying to sell this place. And this is what we have to do to get him not to claw the sides of the carpet. It's working. It looks ridiculous, but it is working. That and clipping his nails, trimming them back. And we also got to do the same thing here with Yoda because he scratches the walls. These are nothing but misfits. We live with misfits. Right, Yoda? You're the head misfit, aren't you? Yoda. Come on. All right, let's go check with Rosie. This is her little sign for those who might be new. I don't show this very often. So same thing in this room. Rosemary sometimes pees or poops. Not pees, she doesn't pee. She never pees on the carpet. Pukes or poop sometimes. So we put this stuff down. And unfortunately, what does she do? She pukes or poops where the carpet is and not the rugs. And then we clean it. But anyways. So this is Rosemary. You're going to hear Yoda outside because he doesn't see his toy. And he makes a fit about it. If you're new here, she is about 16 or 18, somewhere in that range. She is deaf. And like I was saying earlier, she has thyroid medication that she's been on for a while. Now, Rosemary, I got something to tell you about her too. It seems like it's getting better though, so that's good. So she has dental disease. A year ago, we had her teeth cleaned and she was doing better. It seems though, once again, her gingivitis on her teeth is come back again. She might be just more prone to it. And unfortunately, hello there, Rowan. Hope you're doing well. Unfortunately, it might get to a point where we have to give her a dental again, but we're really trying not to do this because she's an older cat. She's got some issues, and anesthesia is always a problem, especially if a cat is older or has medical issues, just like a human in a way. The more medical issues that we have, if we go under, we might have some problems. So thankfully right now she's been eating relatively well. And hi, Rosie. But she might have a dental in her future. Hopefully not. But that's pretty much the biggest thing with Rosie, is just her mouth issue still. Beyond that, though, she's healthy. Bianca, this is a tortoiseshell. Half tortoiseshell, half gremlin. Those who are channel members, I'll briefly mention channel membership stuff, just kind of sneak it in here. I think most of the channel members who I know are on chat, they've already seen her her latest video. I made a channel members only video on her, just so like a little, a little something behind the scenes kind of thing. Speaking of channel members, I just wanted to mention that we do offer three channel ship memberships here. Something to check out if interested in. It really, truly helps when the time comes for donation times, are those channel memberships. I don't like to talk about it very often because I always feel like I'm a salesperson. So, but anyways, enough about that. Luann, she's maintaining her weight, but she used to be about 5.5 pounds, in that range, but recently, because she's just getting older and she's just not eating as much, we're at about 5.2 pounds right now, which I know it seems very thin, but at her frame though, she can maintain that smaller weight because she's a small cat. She truly is. Very petite. Yes, Luann, very petite. So she could probably get like into the 4s and still be like, okay. But you lifting up that little belly, I know. I touch that little belly of yours. But she's overall doing fairly well for her age and for her condition. Oh, thank you, Bruce, for sending a gifted membership to, it looks like Christine Brown. Awesome. Kitty King, your Skittles was tiny. Same 4 pounds at 17. What kind of a kitty was Skittles, Kitty King? For some reason, I want to say like a Siamese cat. Siamese kitties, they can get very small and still be healthy. My mom had a Siamese kitty that lived to be like 18 or something, 18, 19. And he got as low as like 4 pounds or so. But, it was okay for him because he was a small framed cat. A calico, okay. Yoda, I know. So that's pretty much what's going on with our special kitties. Like I said, everybody else is pretty much doing good. No, Maya. I noticed. I heard you a couple times, like saying "Where is Sue" or Lewis, but the summonings just didn't happen today. Yes, he's crying at the door because he wants this. I only get this out a couple of times a week, and like when I do these live streams, I do one on Saturday and we do one on Tuesday because I don't want to make him go too crazy. So I only do this a couple times, but he knows when this is supposed to be out, and he loses his mind. Oh, you're a good little monkey. Oh, I appreciate that, Bianca. Thank you. And that's another great way of helping. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people think, is there another way to help what this community is trying to do by saving other cats that's not financial, that's not related with that? And there is. To be honest with you, really one of the best things that can be done too is uh, sharing it with others in your life, other cat parents, things like that is one of the best things to do as well. Word of mouth is very powerful. Hello there, Wilson Nelson. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Especially if you are new here, a big hello and a big welcome. I would love to be able to do more lives, but right now, like live streams, but right now it's just life is so busy. All I can do are these 2 days. Maybe eventually I'll do more because I feel like I always make the most connections with people and connect with the community because I love talking to this community during these 2 days. Um, it just kind of like resets things, and I kind of get to know how everybody's doing and all that good fun stuff. And again, if anybody has any questions with any of these cats or anything in general, feel free to ask. Or if you have a question about one of your own kitties or just a general question, feel free to ask for sure. Hello there, Maria. You have a kitty for the first time in your life. It's a sweetheart. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. What I always like to say, Maria, to those who maybe either don't necessarily know about cats that much and or maybe they only had one kitty, I always say, like, once you go cat, you don't go back. Kitty King, I'm not gonna say that, but that your cats would always come first whenever to turn an animal away, for sure. Kitty King, I understand completely what you're saying. You know, these cats, like, one thing that I always like to tell people is make sure if you do bring a cat into your home, understand what you're actually getting yourself into. You know, if the cat starts to misbehave, quote unquote, or starts to do something you don't like, you kind of owe it to that kitty because you brought it into your home and into your life to figure out what's going on, whether it's a medical issue that might be causing something, or, whether it's a behavioral issue that's going on. To me, it's a lifetime commitment. You can't walk away with it. You can't just go like, and I'm not saying anybody here, this is just who other people who might be listening to this. It's not right to, if a cat starts to develop an issue, to dump them, to try to get rid of them. You have to be there. You made a commitment, and it's a lifetime commitment. It's the whole deal. It's the whole deal. Hello there, Morales. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Too often, I'm sure you've all seen stories or read stories about a cat. That's why there's always such a push for the whole, adopting senior cats, because they've been abandoned usually, or they've been dumped. Stuff happens to them and they get forgotten. But hello there, casually unfiltered forever. This kitty, yeah, this kitty's perfectly fine. This kitty's just sleeping right now. This is a deaf kitty also, though. Casualty, this is Rosemary. She is one of 9 kitty cats that we live with. She's a special needs kitty. Marie, the biting that is not strong. Yeah, that's usually just a playing bite, Maria, for Rosemary. As I said to wrap up, let me say kind of my little spiel at the end. Adopt, don't shop. Adopt senior cats. If you're thinking of adopting a cat, adopt a senior cat first. Speak up for those who cannot. So those are always the things I like to leave everybody, or leave in saying those last 3 things. They're all important. Always speak up. Always speak up. Bye, Roz. But anyways, on that note, me and Miss Rosemary are going to say goodbye. She's like, let me see if I can you, get that arm for a second. Goodbye, people. I know, Rosie, I know. Goodbye, people. I know. You're like, leave me alone. Let me go to bed. All right. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend, a good rest of your Saturday and Sunday. I hope to see some of you on Tuesday again. And take care. God bless. And I'll give a few extra moments here so y'all could say goodbye to Rosemary and to each other. You have a tasty finger, honey. There, that's with that little mousey. There. You have your little hat on. Oh, Rosemary, you don't like your little hat. What's your little hat? Rosemary. There. You're the little Napoleon kitty. All right. All right. Bye, everybody. Take care.